There's no excuses. I don't want to hear nothing. They're healthy. Obviously, Porzingis is not there, but they should have more than enough. If they do not win the championship this year, it is a failure of epic proportion.
What's up, everybody? Crash here. Welcome back to Crash Against the Spread, where we talk about sports from a betting perspective. It is Tuesday, May 21st. We have one NBA playoff game to talk about. If you do like the content, like and subscribe to the channel. It does help more than you think. Let's go ahead and get into it. Nothing to recap from yesterday, so let's go ahead and get into the Celtics and the Pacers game one. Celtics are 10-point favorites at home. Totals at 221.5. I like the Pacers and the over in this game. I think the first games of series are the best chances we have to get to the over before we see how these two teams are going to adjust to each other with defense. And with 10 points, looking at the regular season matchup, they played 5 times. Pacers won 2 of these games outright and covered a third. So 3 out of the 5 games, they would have covered this number. But they did cover. They were laying 7-1. They won by 5. They lost by, or they won by 2-1. They won by 10-1. Then they got blown out in the first one and lost 118 and 101 in the fifth game, which was the third game they played. With 10 points in my pocket, and we don't know how these teams are going to play each other right now. The last time they played was in January. So a lot of things have happened since then. I believe, let me see, Buddy Hield was still on the roster then. Siakam was already there. There's no TJ McConnell. So the roster has changed a little bit since that very last game in January. So basically, I'm on the Pacers. I can appreciate how they played the Knicks in the last series, even though it was a depleted Knicks team. This Celtics team, they've been able to get them a couple times in the regular season, and I think this momentum could carry over to at least them covering the first game before we see how they play each other head-to-head now in May. So I'm on the Pacers plus the 10 and the over 221.5 in the game one of the Celtics Pacers. So lock that in. Let's get this money, and we'll be back tomorrow to talk some Mavs and Timberwolves.